Do you know Mill at all at Waterfoot? No. Well, it's under the railway station, and it climbs up to Cowp. We don't live in Cowp at Mill, and it was halfway up, and you could see out of the church windows all around Rosendale. And my mother was there with a white cloth, waving to me on the station here. And I was sitting there waiting this train coming at whatever time it was. And I remember it coming out of the tunnel. The engine, all steam and smoke. And then it came and it stopped at Waterfoot. And I'd say goodbye to my mother. And I got out the window and waved to my mother, and she waved back up there. And it were a bit silly, but I might never see you again, you know. Yeah. I got telling folk when we're sitting at a pub or something. I said I were the first to sign up in Rosendale. I tell them there's no medal for it. Or
Your regiment?
8th Battalion, the Manchester Regiment. I'm there in this crowd somewhere. They were a territorial mob, you know. When we got to Malta at the beginning, we arrived at Valletta, and they sent us then straight to this beach post. We hadn't a clue what we were going to do, you know. Our beach post was L3 at Eindhoven. That's you get Valletta at one side of the island, Eindhoven is at the other side, and you got a boat and just nip over to Gozo. And there were 5 of us. We used to do our jobs of a morning, then off in the afternoon, and it were a case of having a swim and sitting in the sun, you know, and it were grand. Oh, it were beautiful. And before ITIs joined the war, it were gardens, you know, flowers all over the place. But as soon as Italy joined the war, we had the first air raid. It was a different island altogether, you know. They used to come very high. You know, when you got so far, I don't know how far, but you could hardly see these white planes, you know. And they wouldn't come down, they used to stop up there, and every now and again they did a swoop down into the harbour. Oh, with a brand gun, good gun, you know. And we could cock up for aeroplanes, but we could only get so high, you know. But over the harbour, in the Baracca Gardens, in Valletta, well, it's all raised up, and you're looking down on the harbour, and these ships going, you know. And we used to get pictures of the ships going past. That was at a funeral. When we had a funeral, that's how we stood in attention, with our arms across. Yeah. Harry Fleetwood, he was called. He came from Bacup, and I've spoken to his mother, and she knew all about him getting killed, but I were able to tell her when it was and all about it, you know.